Hello, good people. Welcome to another interesting episode. This is Inspire with Bella, and today we have an amazing woman. It's a woman again. Guys, don't complain. We are going to ask her about her life story. She's going to tell us a bit about her motherhood, her career, and generally how her life has been. So, introduce yourself. What is your name? Unafanya nini? And a bit about you.
Thank you so much, Bella. My name is Liz Elizabeth Njoki Wamukuhe. I'm from Kiambu County, from Kikuyu sub-county, Suguna Ward. I'm a mother of two beautiful girls and a wife to one man. And I'm happy to be hosted by you today. I'll talk more about my life, my motherhood, my life in marriage, but generally I would like to major in with my childhood life.
Okay, so what do you do? Are you a career woman? Are you just a mother?
Yeah, I have my profession. I'm a nurse by profession, but I'm currently working as a secretary in a certain institution in Nairobi.
Okay, so how is the career and you being a mom to two beautiful girls? How do you balance that? Because we've had episodes, the episodes we've had before. I was talking to women, and most of them have kids, and they tell me it's a lot of work to be a career woman and a mom. So how do you juggle it?
Oh, well, actually, it's not that easy. It's not an easy task. But then again, you have to focus on everything. I need my profession, I need to work for me to sustain my kids, and I also need to be a mother figure to my children. So I have to look for a way that will balance them equally. I'm also a student. I'm currently pursuing human resource management at MKU. So I have like those three major things in my life together.
Does it become hard sometimes, or it's just easy peasy?
No, it's not easy at all, at all. But what I do, I focus with my profession because for sure I have to prioritize yes work, and then again I have to find time for my kids. So once I'm from work, I go to class. After class, I have to go be with my kids. I have to spend time with them. It doesn't matter what time I get home, but I have to. Over the weekends, I have to be with them. Saturday afternoon, Sundays, weekends, holidays. So better part of my time I have with my kids. I take them for a vacation. We catch up. They're girls. We need to hang out. We need to talk. They need to talk to me. I need to know how they're growing. My girl is 9 years, the first one. So there's some changes definitely she'll get and she'll be wondering. So I need to be there every time.
Tell us a bit about, not a bit, tell us about your childhood. Where did you grow up? How was it? Were you raised by both parents? I mean, dad and mom, ama ilikuwa tu just one parent? And how was the journey? Tell us as far as you can remember.
Okay. Wow. When it comes to my childhood, nimetoka mbali. I'm raised by a single mom. Nikigrow, I didn't see any daddy figure in my life, and oh, it has been a lot. From my mom separating with my dad, maybe when my youngest brother was around some few months old, going back home, now to my shosho's place, going through the family issues, like with the normal tradition, like when a lady goes back to the mother's place with kids, definitely it's not an easy thing. They won't take you or accept you wholeheartedly. You'll have to go through a lot. And the worst part of it all is that we're there. Like you have to grow up before your time. You're too young. But then again, what you're going through is a lot. way too much than what you're supposed to have known or to have seen by that time. My mom is a businesswoman since Akitulea. She used to run a small grocery, but I don't say it was small because she used to raise us, giving us all she could na hiyo to grocery. Now, my grandparents were not the best, and they made my mom go through a lot.
Let us go back a little bit. Your dad separate with your mom. What happened and how old were you? You're saying your brother, I'm guessing mwenye anakufuata, was like 7 months. So what happened? They separated. Was it an abusive marriage?
No, for sure I can't tell because with our parents, the African parents, they won't even give you the real thing, like what really happened. All I know that I was in nursery school. My youngest brother, our last one, was like few months old. My mom wouldn't disclose the main reason why she left, but they separated. And my dad he never came back. You see the way men usually come back to get their wives back. I never saw him again. I couldn't even remember his face or something. I I couldn't. And he never came back. So the reason why they separated, it's only them. It's only known for. I don't know.
After the separation, where did you guys go? Mlibaki at the matrimonial home or did you go away with the mom? And how many are you and did the mom carry all of you?
We're three, two brothers. I'm in the middle. I have my eldest brother and my youngest brother. I'm the only girl in the family. And after they separated, we went back to my shosho's place in Kikuyu.
So how was life there? Did they receive you like warmly? I'm guessing your shosho is mama ya mamako. Was she happy? Ama alikuwa anajua what was going on na hakuwa tu anataka ku talk about it?
Um, it wasn't warm to start with. And then with my shosho, she's that kind of a person who won't actually be real of what she's feeling. But through the actions, definitely we could tell we were not really welcomed there. Yeah. So what happened when my mom saw what we were going through and how we were being treated there?
How was it? How was the treatment? How are you being treated?
No, my mom, like I said, used to run a small business that required her to wake up early and just leave to go and get the groceries. So me with my brothers being left there, at least to prepare for school. Our shosho is there, and we also had our auntie in the same house. So the auntie was working; she was well off. So definitely she was better off. And watching their kids, her kids, and my other cousins having their breakfast, us being told like, you know what, your mom is not around, she couldn't even care like what you're having for breakfast. Just drink this cup of water, glass of water, go to school, your mom will sort you out later. Something like, it was harsh. It was not fine with us, but definitely we had to, because now they were sheltering us. We didn't have much of a choice. So the being treated or discriminated amongst our cousins was not okay. And again, we couldn't have told our mom what we're going through when she's away because tungefukuzwa.
How? This is your grandparents' house. So I'm guessing like they feel something for you. Nyinyi ni watoto. You know, as human beings, kids have a special place in our hearts. So nyi bado you're still young. So mngefukuzwa aje? You could just open up to your mom and say, today we didn't have breakfast, there was food on the table, but we didn't get to share. You think that could have brought trouble inside the house?
Bella, it's not as you think. It's easier said than done. It came a day like, yeah, we opened up to our mom and we told her everything that goes on when she's away. But up to date, I wish we never told her, because now that was the beginning of every drama in the family. That was the beginning of showing hatred with no fear, with no mercy there. More so to our mom. I was beginning with my grandma, now starting to use some abusive words towards my mom in front of us, telling her some hurtful words. And we separated, we were living together, but not cooking together, not doing the normal things together. So my mom got herself some um a house outside the house where she used to cook for us. Shosho was not okay with that. Sometimes we used to stay together, my siblings, my mom, we were cooking, we were doing the storytelling, like the normal happy family. We were trying to console ourselves, like we're okay, everything is okay. Then there goes my grandma. She used to start from nowhere. Anakuja, anatoa hizo food zenye tunapika jikoni, anamwaga, anasema tuko kwake, we don't deserve to be happy. Then kelele inaanza hapo. My mom definitely would be furious and mad. Like, I hustled. This is what I got from my kids. The little that I have, we're cooking and you're pouring out. Like, I can't take it. Then my auntie now comes in. Yeah, she was another case. So no, 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 hautaongelesha madhe hivo. That is a sign of disrespect. Akifanya kitu kuni kwake, you're not even welcomed here. Why are you here? Just go back to where you came from. With these things, as chakula ishamwagwa, saizo tumeshaombea, we've said thank you God, at least you've given us something to eat. My Guka is there. My Guka is that kind of a person who is just calm, but he didn't have a say. It's whatever the wife says, it's whatever the wife wants. So saa hiyo hataongea, later on yeye atakuja kuambia pole for what happened, you know. He's that kind of a person.
But I don't really understand. Najua huyu ni mamake mzazi. Where did the hatred begin? Ni venye alitoka to the marriage akarudi nyumbani, they did not like that, or was there something they were getting from your dad now that wanaona sasa imekatika, or what was happening? Because you as a mom now, you can't tell me that you can treat your girl like that.
The source of this hatred, because I refer to it as hatred because it is really hatred, I can't tell. But we used to ask mom, like I personally, I used to ask my mom, what is happening? What is going on? What's the root cause of all this? Because it doesn't look okay. It's not normal. Like she's your mom. I even used to question her, is she really your mother or there's something behind it? So what she said is that sometimes when they were young, my shosho left my guka, and mom was amongst the kids who stayed with guka. They didn't support shosho. I really don't know if that's the case or that's the reason why, but that's the only thing that I can remember my mom told us about.
So do you know where your dad is or where he went?
I've always known he works somewhere around. He's well off, but I tried looking for him when I was in class two, I remember. I used to go through a lot even in school. I used to be a very good performer when I was actually since I joined school. But when I went to around year two, year three, there, everything started not working out until my teacher called me. She used to be a neighbor. So our family had a lot of chaos. So definitely neighbor akipita anasikia, ama wakiwa tuko in the community they used to hear like, why jana ulisikia venye kulikuwa hivi na hivi na hivi. So she called me, she asked me, are you okay? Then I said, yeah. I'm not that kind of a person who opens up to anybody easily. So I persist and having that person to asking me like, are you okay? I think I needed that. So I had to open up to my teacher. I spoke to her. I told her everything that goes on, how my shosho treats us, what we go through in that house, how we starve, how when we get something to eat, they do. So she told me, she asked me about my dad. I told her, yes, my mom tells me where he is, sorry. And she told me, try and look for your dad. You can look for your dad, maybe he'll be the person to help you. I didn't say yes or no, but definitely I used to know a lot. When I went home, I just sat by myself and I said, and why not? I can give it a try. He used to work somewhere not very far from where we used to stay. So one day nikapata tu 20 bob, nikapanda gari. It was a distance yenye ulikuwa nalipa 20 bob Nissan. And then ukishuka, it was immediately there. The gate was just there. So I went there. At the gate, I was asked, where are you going? I said, I want to see my dad. What's his name? I mentioned the name. And we're like, oh, you're the daughter. Then I was like, yes, I'm the daughter. I'm here to see him. Is he expecting you? Yes, he is. Nilikuwa tunataka get pass. Nikaingia, nikapelekwa reception, like, it's okay, wait for him here. I went, akatoka. He used to train wazungu, anafanya kwa golf. So nikaambiwa kwa field, ngoja tu kidogo. I was served, nikakaa hapo. And then he came. He was so happy to see me. So I thought, wow, my life is changed now. Finally. Finally. Yeah. He's here. He's even smiling. So I was like, hi, dad. Then he's like, hi, mommy. How are you? That's what he calls me up to date. So I'm like, I'm fine. I just missed you and I need to talk to you. I narrated some of the things that I go through, me and my siblings, and that my mom will not even look for you, ask for any help from you. That's why I'm here. And she doesn't even know where I am. I just did this secretly. Then he was like, okay, tell me what you need, anything. Then I was like, okay, wow. Now I have the opportunity. So I started. All I want is like, get us somewhere. We need home, away from that home. Give us shelter, give us the basic needs. I don't need anything more. Give me education. Ni hiyo time nakumbuka nilimwambia nibaie tu bag ya shule. Then he was like, okay, now because it's getting late, niandikie a list of all the things that you want. So I was so quick and I did so. Nikamwachia list, akasema by the time nafika zitakuwa zimefika na itabidi amepigia mamangu cause ni receive. So I went back home happy. So nilienda nikapata mamangu hapo hivyo kwenye alikuwa na kibanda. I was like, sasa si vitu zinakuja na najua atafurahia na ataziona, so lazima nijiseme kwanza, hey mom, guess what, nimeenda kwa dad. What did you say? Now the dad? Yeah, nimeenda kwa dad. So I was like, nimeenda, tumepatana, ameniambia, nimemwambia kila kitu yenye nahitaji, amesema nimwandikie na amesema zinakuja, hata labda ziko kwa hiyo Nissan yenye iko nyuma, you know. I was so naive. I'm like, well, she's now the mother, the African mother. You think anything will come? Do you believe like he will send you anything? Then I was like, yeah, it's my dad. Why not? Angekuwa amewatafuta kutoka kitambo, whatever we've been going through, it's not worth. Amekudanganya and he's a liar. Sorry to say. So wacha kuweka your hopes up. I don't want you to get hurt. So I was like, let me give him a benefit of doubt. I won't mind. Kasema ni sawa basi, weka tu hapo kingoja. Actually literally I stayed with my mom hapo kwa soko
Waiting for the
kila gari napita najua inakuja na bag yangu na kiatu ya shule sijui na nini na ka shopping. So we waited. Hey, giza inaanza kuingia. Mama anila siende kwa nyumba ukae na brother zako bla bla bla. I was like hapana, wacha tu nisubiri. Tukakaa up to date, bado nangoja.
amkukuwa na any communication like a phone to call namuuliza
My mom couldn't have called my dad like how
and you
kiburi, unajua the ego. bado iko na dad hapigi mam kumwambia anything, so mam waited cause ni dad aliniambilia, so wacha nimngoje kuja tume hizo vitu amemwambia. So my mom finally tukafunga job and she got so mad, like now she called the dad, next time usipromise mtoto kitu cause hiyo kitu sasa iko ndani yake. Kama hujatuma hizo vitu, kama utabai hizo vitu, umwambie tu saizi atoe her hopes from that. So I don't know venye waliambiana because I was never given that phone anyway, na mama akaniambia forget about that and you should know like haitakuwa.
How was the school part? Was it easy ama your mom used to manage because mlikuwa watatu, so aliwalipia nyinyi wote at the same time ama some of you had to pause or pave way for others?
We all went to school. Hata kama tulikuwa tuna struggle, I thank God for where my mom alitufikisha because she really struggled to ensure like sisi wote tumesoma at least hadi mahali tungetaka. Nilimaliza high school, primary, sorry, but because my mom now, you see my eldest brother alikuwa 2 years ahead of me, he was in form 2. Saa hizo ndo mimi nimemaliza class 8 ndo nataka kujoin high school. My youngest alikuwa in class 6, tumekuwa na difference ya 2 years 3 years. So here I am after the KCPE results. My mom hana job inatusustain natulipia high school sisi wote, so nitungoje literally cause hata huyu mkubwa sasa hapati ile school fees yake yote, ni ile tu kidogo kidogo, ana promise like the principal atakuwa anapeleka weekly ama monthly or whatsoever. Sasa Liz ndo huyu amefanya KCPE. I didn't perform so bad despite all that. First time imefika, watu wameanza kupelekwa shopping, wakanunue mabox na nini nini, wanaenda form 1, letters zimefika. I'm still here. My mom comes every night, sits me down and tells me usijali, all will be well. Hii usijali na all these hopes, nikaona hapana. It's not, we're not heading anywhere. My mom is just giving me hopes because hataki ni give up. So what happened? I did something that just came to my mind, hivyo tu bure. Nikakaa nikasema, siku nakwanga na chief, wacha niamke. I went to our chief. He became a father figure to me. I spoke to him, nikamwambia everything literally about my life from childhood. That day yenye nilimwongelesha, walikuwa na mkutano na watu wa children's rights and something hapo Kikuyu. So I was lucky. So he told me, you know what, just wait. I have someone who can listen to your story and actually help me. So I was like, okay, so that might be my destiny connector. So I don't know. Akakuja. She was a lady. I spoke to her and she said, you know what, hata sitaenda kwenye nilikuwa naenda mkutano. I feel your case. And don't worry. From today, henceforth, your life will change. I was like, oh, wow, sawa. But I'm used to like being promised things. So I definitely didn't buy that one. But I said, it's okay. Wacha tuone Kenya nafanya. So now they started asking me about my dad. You know, my dad is ako sawa, like he's not poor. He's someone mwenye amejiweza, anajiweza, kitaka anything hivyo, you know. Despite the fact that now he got another family. Sasa I was asked for the number. Nilikuwa nimeshachukua namba ya dad kwa simu ya mama. Nilikuwa nisha memorize. Do you have the number? Yeah, I have. Where does he work? This place and this place. You know where? Yes, I know. Hata hawakumpigia simu. Waliingia gari, now the chief, some AP guys, mapolisi, these other people from the children's rights and blah blah blah. Tukaenda hiyo place nikawapeleka.
Plus you.
Yeah, plus me. I'm taking them. I don't mind. Like, I really need my life. You know? I can see everybody who is of my age, wanasoma wako shule, their dreams are becoming true. Like, I'm just there. All I'm living in is a word of hope from my mom. And she can literally do nothing. She can't do anything. She's even struggling to feed us. So ananiambia aje atanipeleka shule. Unajua lazima unafunguka. So nikawapeleka to that place. They had written a letter. So ilikuwa ya kusamuniwa. Kawambia ni hapa ofisi, tukaenda tukaacha barua kwa ofisi. Na nikapelekwa. So nilipelekwa Kikuyu. The chief and that lady, now the two of them, the rest walibaki. and they asked me kama kuna shule najua ama iko kwa mind yangu naweza taka kujoin. So yenye ilikuja kwa mind, I really wanted to go to Murang'a, shule nilikuwa nimeitwa. So nikamwambia hapana, kuna shule iko hapa 2 day school, I wouldn't even mind. At that point nilikuwa nimekubali kila kitu anywhere, I just needed help. Chief ako anajua hizo areas, akapigia the principal, akamwambia sasa hapa kwa hivi na hivi, niko na mtoto hivi na hivi, and I would like you to kindly consider her. The principal, I don't know kama ni njia ya Mungu ama whatsoever, she said it's okay, it's you, yeah, it's fine, I'm ready to help her out. I was like so excited, and I've not told my mom where I am. Hajui, and she doesn't even know what I'm up to. Ako bado home, yeah, kwa job nadhani niko home. Akampigia sasa akamwambia kwa hivi na hivi na hivi. It was on a Friday, and from Monday Liz ataenda shule. And she was like, mnaniambia aje ataenda Monday shule? I know the protocol and everything.
So what was the need of going to see your dad?
The need was, they wanted to drop a sermon letter. They wanted commit first, wamuulize kama ako ready to take responsibility, because naona alikuwa amekataa.
Alikuja?
Yeah, it happened. And dad came, so akaulizwa unajua huyu? Unfortunately he said no.
What?
Yeah, it's a denial that I have to accept. It's fine, I'm over it. Like, unajua huyu ni nani? Like, no, Asha, you see. So I was like, okay.
Your mom was there?
No, my mom was not a part of this. Actually, they told her, you're off this conversation, you're off this case, and you're not supposed to be seen. Yes, alikuwa na ile like, hey, my daughter is involved, so I have to be there, but ananileta na hata kama tuko na yeye, she used to stay outside. Hakuwa, she wasn't allowed to come in.
So your dad has denied you. Is there a conversation going on? See your story, Misha.
No, definitely haiwezi isha, because unajua hawa, I think they knew. No, they're expecting anything, so they have their own way of doing their things. And then the dad said no because he came with the wife, the current wife now.
Oh.
So definitely,
why?
I don't know, support or something. I don't know. Yeah. So that woman was like, so just sometimes we can be over defensive. Like, no, hata wanasaidi wangu, and yes, I'm just like 14 years old, but what I have gone through is way too much. I look like an 18-year-old. I reason like a 20-year-old. So like anasaidia
na kama amekudeny then anakusaidia kama nani? That's cool.
So akaambiwa what we want you to do, tunajua umeandikwa duties mingi sana hapa hivyo na responsibilities, but you're taking charge from now. Na unaanza na school fees yake leo. This is the fee structure. This is what is supposed to be done. These are the requirements. This is the structure for this term. Na mind you have withdraw fees one term. Walimpea whole academic year. So he was like, no, I need time kujipanga and blah 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 blah. So aniambiwa unfortunately there's no time. Vile walianza kuargue hapo na chief na nini, so aliyekwa ndani. Vile aliingizwa ndani ndo the wife I think akaona ni kama it's a bit serious now. So he told the wife like, you go, vile waliongea blah 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 and get whatever. Because hata ikumaliza like 2 hours pesa ikakuja.
The whole amount.
Yeah.
And sasa wewe unashughulikiwa, and what about your siblings? Sasa
hiyo ni mimi because nilifanya hesabu, my eldest son, brother, yeye ako shule. Unaona already. So mom at least ana strain na ile kidogo, anapeleka, alikuwa na agreement na the principal then. So she wasn't straining that much. Alikuwa na the principal alikuwa na understand. Mimi hii point ya kuingia shule, that was now the major thing. Because mama alikuwa ameniambia niachane na the dad story and everything. Mungu akamwambia sasa hapa si mahali unasemanga Mungu atamu. No. I have to, Mungu anasaidia mwenye anamsaidia, So I was struggling niingie because mom knew after all ni hata akilipa hiyo ya kwanza atolewe huko hata wailipa tena. That's what my mom used to tell me. But nikamwambia ni sawa. Si tuko tuna struggle na ile ya kuingia shule. Let me just go there. nikiingia sasa Mungu ataona yenyewe tumejaribu kati yetu and he won't abandon us.
So did it move on like swiftly?
Oh no, never.
After the 1 year phase.
No.
It stopped.
Actually, that was the last time I saw my dad. That was the last time I think I spoke to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And in between my primary years, I used to call my dad behind my mom's back. I used to get a phone and call, "Hi dad, how are you?" You know, nilikuwa nasikia watu wengine wakiongea about the dad thing. And then my dad is this person. He calls me mom. He talks nicely. He tells me promising things. You see? So sometimes nilikuwa na feel down when I'm going through a lot. I just call him. I didn't care like kama ananichezo tu ama something. I only needed to hear the sweet words, the affection. That's all that I needed.
Do you think everything that you went through, vile ulikuwa mdogo, you're still a child, you think up to now in a perfect, you being a mom, you being a grown woman right now, you think hizo vitu bado ziko na like an effect in your life?
Okay, they do have a big impact. Because for one, positively, I opt not to hold these things in my heart and let go in as much as I cannot forget. They're still very fresh in my mind. But I don't want to raise my kids or to watch my kids go through what I went through. I'll do anything and everything to ensure that that doesn't happen. It won't happen to not even my kids and my family, to whoever gives me an opportunity. I work very closely with my first cousin. We try to figure out what is really going on because the relationship in our family is not the same. But the more we dig deep, the more confused we are. So we decided to play it cool and just let things unfold themselves. Tuone ni how. But one thing for sure, people are going through a lot, especially in the name of family. It's no longer loving, happy. You see, it's not working like that. We're just smiling. We're happy in front of the cameras, but behind the scenes, it is bad.
Okay, so the other day I had a therapist here. It was a woman, and nilimuuliza a few questions about a girl child and all that. So ilifika a point she said when the dad leaves the family, girls wanakuwa affected the most, yeah. And nikamuuliza why, is there an incident that ita come up later in life that itakuwa na ita bring any problem? She said yes, when you want to get married, you get you hate men, like there's that part of you that thinks every man out there is like your dad and he will leave eventually, so you're not sure. There's this uncertainty that you have, this man kama my dad, my own father left, so huyu ni stranger, we have just met, tunaweza come up na family and all that and then he leaves, yani hakuna assurity. So you said you're a mom, you're a wife, hiyo point enye ulikuwa unataka ku get married or you knew this man and all that courting process, and kulikuwa na any feeling inside you that you felt some things reminded you of like your dad back then, like he will leave, ama how did you get to overcome all that? And because it's not easy, you are still a child and everything has happened, we can't blame anyone, ishafanyika. Or did you get to go to therapy, go speak out and just be free?
No, I had a very caring mother. My mom used to tell us when we were growing up, remember, I'm your mom and I'm your dad. You might be going through this, watching this, they might be instilling in your mind. But there's one thing that I want to tell you. What I'm going through, you don't have to go through. You have to be wise. I don't treat you like young girls and boys. because there's a certain way that I want you people to grow knowing. I don't want you, Liz, to tell me I'll never get married because I don't want to go through what you're going through now. I don't want you, now my brother, I don't want you to marry and then start treating your wife the way your dad treated me or treats me up to date. I don't want you to assume duties or responsibilities. What happened is for a reason. God has a better plan for each one of you. If you grow up, you get someone, don't be like comparing. You'll be like my dad, he will leave me, you will hurt me, you won't help my kids, you know. Grow up with, live your dream. Like, be determined, be focused. Like, even if you get married, be a career woman. Don't just be there like you're waiting for that person. Like, give me 5 bob, I can go buy a matchstick. And if you live your dream, you're a career woman, you have your own personalities, you respect yourself, your self-esteem is okay, your dignity is good. You don't have to worry about something. Just pray to God. Ask God to give you someone better than your dad. So I lived that life knowing that I can pray to God and He can give me someone who is better than my dad. Someone who will never leave me for, okay, I don't want to say leave me because we never know, we still have a life. But give me someone who will take care of us like a family, someone who will be ready to fight for the family, someone who will be ready to die for that family. Don't give me, sorry to say, someone like my dad. See, give me someone who is understanding, who understands, like, yes, I have another family. It's okay, Kenya, we can be polygamous, but take care of both families. Not necessarily the wives, but the kids. We suffer the consequences, and it's not easy. Yeah. We cry, we curse. We don't know if whatever we say with our mouth, they can get to you. But sometimes we just find ourselves saying some things, some hurtful things. Yeah. We wish that you just get fired from that job, or you get, God forbid. So I used to grow up knowing that what I'm going through, my kids don't have to go through it. And I have to work extra harder for me to get to give my kids a better life, to just offer them a better world. We faced a world full of challenges, see? But now I want them to live a world full of good things. Whatever I went through, let them take the fruits of the prosperity of that. I persevered a lot in the name of I want my kids to have a better life. I need a better future than what my mom has. And I promised my mom, you know what? Through it all, I will work hard. I will be determined until the last point. I won't give up and I'll help you. Yeah, I'll get you from that life and we will go out together. Even my eldest brother, I told him, you know what? Thank you, but I won't leave you. I'll never forsake you. It has never happened.
So up to today, to date, have you met your dad ever again? Like now you're a grown up, you understand things, you see things blue black. Do you like have you ever taken that phone and called him, Mwambie dad, I'm here, I want us to meet and like talk, Mwambie to anything you want to say, or will he cut ties for good?
I do.
Why do you keep on like pressing?
It just
Because he's
comes.
your dad?
Yeah. It just comes.
But you know, a dad is not a dad. A dad is just a name. A dad is someone who takes care of you and provide everything you need. Hata kama hana, at least the love, the protection, everything is there. So just a name is not enough. So why do you keep on going back? I think going back in a bring just the bad memories. So why?
It does, and it is very hurting, Bella. But I'll keep on pressing. Why? I need to have a seat with my dad. I have so many questions, a lot of questions that I need answers, and he's the only person who can give me that answer. He's the only person I'll sit with, ask, and he'll be able to give me the answers. I want to know why. I have a lot of whys in my life. By the way, currently through the phone, I think we're in a very good relationship, so to say. Really? But definitely I won't tell mom this. Really? He's that person I'll just pick that phone call at the middle of the night, call and he will pick. Tell me hi. How are you, mommy? Are you okay? What's up? Talk to me. I'm your dad. I feel good. Sometimes I only need those words. Then I tell him, you know what, I just wanted to say good night. Then I feel so good. But
You,
up to date,
I don't think
I
you need
know,
that.
I know, and actually, I also don't understand myself.
Do you think you need therapy?
I don't. I need my dad. I need to sit with him.
Where?
I know. He will.
When?
He's very promising, but I know he's lying, but I don't mind. Yeah, I know. But I know definitely I pray to God and
Hmm.
God really answers my prayer. I will be patient. I have been for the last 20 something years.
Oh my
I
god.
will still be. He knows I have a family. I have two kids. Is that person will ask me, oh, and how are my granddaughters? And I'm like, they're very fine, you know? I don't mind. I know one day, one time, I'll sit with him and I want to know what is it that really happened that he decided never to even help us at any point. Why is it that he denied me in front of all those people? Why is it that he has made me go through all these things? I want to understand everything, and he's the only person who can answer that.
You think he will ever come through for you to just
I hope
sit
so.
with you down, have coffee with you, and then tell you this and this happened? Your mom was like this and this. Because hakuna time ataisema ati I was the bad one.
I
So
know.
if you want to get like answers, sit both of them down, like your mom and dad, so that you like get both sides of the stories. Don't you think it's a good thing to do that?
I asked my mom once, and she said, no, I'm not having a sit down talk with your dad. For what? I said, okay, mom, I talk to you daily. She's my mentor. Every time I need something or an advice or anything, my mom is there. So I said, mom, you know what, you're always there. So I want to keep on pressing this other one who is always avoiding me. And that's my target. I know he'll get tired of me pressing him. One day he'll say, okay, just tell me when or how. Where do I meet you? And I'm waiting for that. I don't mind the tone whatsoever, as long as it's just with him. I've tried visiting his workplace. That is after my college, but I wasn't lucky enough to meet him. So I wanted to sit him down, and then you know.
I mean, why were you not lucky enough to meet him?
Because
Does he have
sometimes
work?
when I go there, he's somewhere else. You know, they keep on changing their sites of work. When I go there, Mara, he's in Parklands. Next time it's in Kasarani. So I didn't have the schedule. I kept on missing him. But I won't give up. I won't give up.
And how is the relationship with your other siblings, with the dad? They don't, do they talk? Like literal.
No, I think it's easy with the boys. I don't know how. I don't know why I'm so persistent, but with them, I don't even tell them we talk. Because them, they're done and dusted. Like, it's over. You were never there, so no.
But for you, what you're trying to say is you just want answers. You don't want him to be a dad anymore. You want answers.
No, he's a dad. Come on, like, he's a father. Yeah. So we're not changing that part. And then again, I'm a Kikuyu woman. We have some traditions to follow. I had to skip some in the name of this dad. So I want him to know exactly how I feel about it all. There's some traditional passages that I can't do because of his relationship with my mom. They're affecting our lives. Yeah. So all the dads out there, they need to look at things from another angle. It's not just your wife. You're also affecting the lives of the kids. We don't know the repercussions that maybe when we try to overlook things or ignore things, assuming it's the modern generation that will be okay. We don't know the consequences that we might have to pay. So let's think about our kids. How will this decision that we are making now affect them in the future? Yeah.
So you've mentioned about a few traditions and culture and all that you've not done because your dad is an absentee and your mom does not want anything to do with him, of course. So do you think that is for life, or is there any other person like an uncle or anyone who was a father figure to you step up and like take that position for your dad and do things zianze ku like move on, because you can't like just sit there waiting for someone who you don't know kama atakuja ama atawahi kuja. You can't like do the traditional wedding because he has to be there, and a few other things. Mahari haiwezi kuja because they don't give the mother, they have to give the dad. Yeah. So will you just sit there and wait for the time and siku wenye atafikiria kuja it's okay, or will you do something about it? Hakuna mtu anaweza like stand in that position.
I have an uncle. I have one uncle. That's a brother to my mom. And siwezi sema he hasn't been a father figure, but based on reality, he hasn't. Yeah. Like I told you, Bella, uh, our family, like my mom and her siblings, there's something that goes on that we don't even understand. They're not in a good relationship. If they're very happy today, like occasionally during maybe the Christmas, we used to all come together. The brothers, the kids, now my cousins, and the whole family. Have one big happy family. We do all the things, the laughter, the joy, the happiness, the photos. But a day after that, or 2 days after that, there must be something that arises chaotic, dramatic, a very big issue. The only person who has been in my life is a father figure who has been holding my hand throughout, helping me through it all, advising me, encouraging me, telling me you'll make it, you don't have to worry. Is the chief that I told you. That's the person that I opened up to. And he took me like a daughter. Whenever I'm going through something and I feel like it's only a man who can understand what I mean, I used to go to him. He's the only person who has actually been there for me. That person you can call in front of everyone and say, you know what, him, just ask him about me. He'll talk to you about me like a daughter. Like he knows me that well. He took me like from when I was 14 years old and up to date. He's updated with my life. He knows everything. So he's the only person I can say, yeah, you know what, just it's this one. Now the fact that he's not a relative, definitely nothing can go. But you know, like you said, mahali kama inataka kukuja. Yes, it's fine. There's a procedure that we can follow. But I also want to believe we're not in a hurry. Like these things can be done later on. So, because I asked my mom, I sit my mom down, I tell her, you know what, hivi kwa hivi na hivi, I sit the chief down, kwa hivi na hivi, I would like to do this and this, so how is it happening? Or will it even ever happen? So I'm advised some things you can do, but with the advice of the elders, how was they what Gigi, so I don't mind. Those ones can wait. But the thing is that my dad, I'm not looking for him because of my my dowry or something, you see. But there's some questions that I would really love to closure. Yeah. I would love to talk to him. That's the only thing that I need from him.
Okay, so give me a happy ending. Like ulikuwa raised by a single mother. A lot of kids nowadays are being raised by single mom. Our previous guest was a woman who was raising her kids single-handedly. The man left and akamwachia watoto a 7 month and another ka kid. But now one is 20, I think, or 19, and the other one who was left with 7 months is now 14. Just her alone. And she gave us a happy ending that you don't have to like look for a man. Kama baba ya mtoto amekatana, you don't have to bring in him in here inside the house akuje you kill yourselves, unaona, mtauana bure because it will never end. So advice yake to other people was just do it, you can do it. You're a mom, you have these kids, let these kids be like your stronghold, unaona. So you, having gone through that chaotic life, full of drama, what can you tell single mothers raising kids by their own? No dad, but the dad is there, ako huko mbali, hata watoto hawamjui, because most of them never get to see like their dad. Like the lady said, huyu mtoto wake like mwenye aliachwa na 7 month hajaiona baba yake, hata hamjui, and she's now 14. So what is your advice to single moms?
Okay, first, I salute all the single moms who are willing to take care of their kids despite all the obstacles. And you can do it. You can manage. You can move on. If my mom did it, then you can also do it. Just be yourself, be determined, don't lose focus. Just live for those kids, not for any other person. And then also to men out there, those who think that they are now running away from their responsibilities, please, in one way or the other, all this will haunt you back. Take charge, take responsibilities, be a man. If you can't, don't engage yourself into it. We are suffering because of you, yet we really need you in our lives. We need to, all these lessons that can be taught by the dad. Where will we go? We end up looking for other people who are pretending, and they take advantage of the situation. Is there anything else you want to add to this? I didn't know I can do this, but I feel less burdened. Thank you so much, Bella, for hosting me. At least I had the opportunity to talk about a little bit of my life.
It's so amazing, your story. I'm very sure it will encourage someone out there. And thank you so much for sharing. A lot of people don't open up because they are scared of what the society will say. But here we say, we want to make a society a better place, because society is me and you. There's no society out there without us. So you coming here and sitting down, just talking about it all, it's very amazing. And the journey and everything that you've been through, now you're raising like two beautiful girls in a right way, is just beautiful. So thank you so much for coming. That is all I can say. And our viewers, at least, may get to have both sides of a mother raising mothers, not a mother. I've had several mothers here. Mothers raising kids by their own end. Now the side of a child growing up without a dad. So at least wanaweza view both sides. So if you're a single mother out there, you can do it. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. I mean, things happen. You can just sit there and say, I want to die, or I want to run away and leave my kids. No, you can't do that. Our Toto, you are their only hope, and they depend on you so much. So thank you so much again. Yeah. So thank you guys. This has been it for this episode. I'll see you next time, and yeah, bye.